All right, so let's now talk about this idea of trading and trading activity. And I want to begin at a very fundamental level, because very often I will hear from people that market profile is confusing, it's difficult to understand, and I think that it is incumbent on those of us who understand the profile to simplify it rather than make it more sophisticated or more complex. It is a very sophisticated and a complex tool, but I think the job of an educator is to simplify that rather than mystify everyone with what the market profile can do. Trading as an activity is something that we all learn at a very young age. You know, trading cards, everyone remembers that from being young. I'm sure if you didn't trade cards, maybe you traded marbles. If you didn't trade marbles, perhaps you traded comic books, but you traded something. Bubble gum, candy bar, your lunch sandwich. I remember, you know, I used to trade my apple for candy. My parents didn't want me having candy, but I managed to acquire it via trading an apple or an orange for candy. So to me, the candy was more valuable than that which was healthy. And as you can see, the weight still shows on me because of that sweet tooth. All right. Now, what is the premise of any trading activity?
Exchange.
Okay. What's the idea behind the exchange? Why do we want the exchange to take place?
Transfer ownership.
To improve our position. Okay. And how are you going to improve your position? Okay, very good. Because of your perception of value. So you feel that when you accomplish the trade, okay, and that's the core concept behind any trading activity, your perception in your mind is, in fact, you will gain in value. Now, every trader, when they enter a trade, that's in the back of your mind. Whenever you're buying an instrument, you're thinking you are going to be able to sell it at a higher price. When you're selling an instrument, you are thinking, I'll be able to cover it at a better price. As he mentioned in the back, you're going to better your position. Now, as you have all probably learned from experience, that is not often the case. One of the hardest and most difficult things in the financial market is to identify value, where value is. Why do you think that is? Why is it so difficult to identify value? Where's value? Excellent, that's exactly right. There are many different perceptions about where value is in the market. Okay, so that's a very, very important concept. So, are we then just going to give up and say, well, there's so many different perceptions, how can we do this? How can we really understand all these different perspectives? And is there a logical and a rational way for us to identify value in the market? And the answer is yes, there is. Even though the essence of any trading activity is the basis on the perception of value, there is a rational and a logical way by which we can establish value. Everyone will tell you, all you need to do is buy low and sell high, or you need to sell high and cover low. Well, that's much easier said than done, because we don't know where value is. If we can identify where value is, then accomplishing that simple statement becomes a little bit easier.